everything you see over there is new. None of this was here. Now, there used to be just one business right here on this little drop off of a cliff. And I mean, that's what it was when I was a little boy. It was just a drop off. It just drops off back. And it was lumber galore. But this used to be Shula Milton's. And it wasn't brick. Literally rebuilt, tore it down and built it back, I reckon you'd say. Because it sure wouldn't have fixed up to anything like that. But this was Shula Milton's store. That's where I got the bad chocolate ice cream. Never liked chocolate ice cream after that. Didn't ever care for it anymore. Made me sick. This where we go get the tubes for the TV and all that stuff I talked about. It used to be right here. And now it's but all this over here was built since I was a little boy. And that up there, and there's the school's still there. That's where I went to school till I was 10. But, it's changed a little bit from here. They've done, it used to be, I was telling Scott, it used to be elementary, and then it would go middle school, and then you had the high school, and then you had the gym. But it don't look like that's the way it's laid out anymore at all. I'll see you up there. Yeah. That's where I went to school. And down here, on off the hill, down here, all these houses are down here. Wasn't all there, I don't believe, back then. But up here, ball fields and stuff wasn't there neither. But the circus come to town, and this is where the circus was at the school. Three-ring circus here. Sure did. Yeah, this is all changed a lot. Castlewood Elementary is what the sign says. That's where I used to go in the door at right there. The school bus is parked right here. And this was the high school over here, and the gym was over here. And right up those steps right there is where I went in the gym back in the day. Might still be the gym, but right there. And that's the first school play I was in. I was Little Boy Blue, and I got to blow the horn. They dressed me up and found me a little horn to blow. I was Little Boy Blue. Okay, that's it for the school. Yeah. kind of get you into Castlewood. Yeah, Shula Milton was the only thing going in Castlewood back in the day. And this is where we come right here. From here back to the house. Boy, it seemed like a long ride, but it wasn't. Trump sign. Boy, a lot of Trump people over here. I ain't seen no other sign yet. I ain't seen no Harris signs anywhere, period. All I've seen is Trump signs. Can't remember, but it's somewhere back off to my left, and I think I done passed it. It's where, yeah, I done passed it. It's where my aunt, Evelyn, James and Evelyn lived once upon a time. They built a house up there, and they were one of the first ones, I think. And then it been years and years ago, but last time I was there was a whole bunch of more houses built around them. But this is it. There's that church right in front of us there. Right there. Over there is was the First Baptist Church. That's where I went to church at. And we lived right up here. Relatives lived right there too at one time. No, turn. The old chicken house I was talking about used to be right here where this house is now. Yeah. Wow. There's the old house. That's one. My aunt lived on the right here, on the left here. And this was the bottom. But none of these houses were here. None of these houses were here. This wasn't even paved. This was none but this was a mud house, mud place. They tore whole houses down that used to be here. Now that was an old apartment house. It used to be right there. That was the only thing up here. This was all woods, except for the little circle. And this was my uncle, my aunt Bobby and Uncle Kenny lived right here. And there the Edwards lives there now. I see the sign on the front of the house. They lived right there. I didn't see no place for me to really pull over. There used to be a swimming pool right to my right here, above ground. We used to garden right straight ahead of the camera. Everything. Well, let me get the camera over here. It's all woods down there now. And all this up through here was garden. We gardened all of this. And now it's yard. And my Aunt Ovie lived right up here on the right. This house to the right. Right, yep. Yep, that white house right there. And that's where place changed somewhat. This is all that used to be all woods. And, even there where my Aunt Linda lived was all woods at one time. When I was little. Now I look across there, boy, all them mountains and everything. There's houses all over the place. Man, that stuff. Just don't make a whole lot of sense anymore. Let's see. Well, this is all new over here. Somebody's built something up in there. Got that house up there. Sheesh. See, the cemetery's right here. Start of the cemetery starts right here. Now, this first turn in into the cemetery. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Nope. Because they've added this to it. They've added this one to it. They've come further down the hill. Oh, wow. This is one huge cemetery. I mean, it's always, I don't never ever remember it not being well maintained. Let's see. I don't know, this might be right. It goes back this way. They've added something. Yeah, well. I've got Keith. There they are right there. There's a Memos. Some of Memos people right there. And Papa's son, this has changed. This used to dead end right here. Where they've at. Yeah, they started. The cemetery goes way down there now. I would have to get on to find some of them. See, James Nevlin's over here somewhere on this side. I've got a lot of people buried out here. Sayers are buried out here, which is Memos before she got married some years ago. I mean, they have really. I thought I'd come up here and I'd do exactly where I was going and everything on a lot of these, but it's expanded so much. See now, I know my just expanded all over. And they still got all that property back there. Off in just a minute. I gotta make the next block to get on their cemetery side. This is the David. This is the Sawyer that I said not they're on the corner coming up that hill. Was people was related to me. Well, this was him. He was born in 1923. He made it to 2007. Wow. Cemetery is huge. I remember it being big, but it's now three times bigger than it ever was. Last time I was here, my son was about 5, except for coming to the Papa's race, and I didn't really. I really don't remember a whole lot except for the funeral. But yeah. Wow. A lot of people. Still a well-maintenance cemetery. But yeah, it's not its best anything. Okay, I'm not going to drag that on that. People's buried everywhere. There's a lot of Austins buried in here. Yeah. And I've seen a lot of last names that I remember, people that I was related to, but you know, when they got married and stuff like that. Coming back to my memory. I see them. Somebody's been recently buried right there. See the Higginses. This, my Aunt Bobby married the Higgins. Hickses. Oh, we were related to Hickses. I don't remember. I can't remember Beverly, the name. Man, oh man, oh man. It's unreal. This used to be farmland, just as far as you could see. You see a barn or something way out off into nowhere, but you wouldn't see all them houses way back yonder. That was all farmland and pasture. A lot of changes over the years. Beautiful place to be buried at. Very beautiful. It's been maintained. And just to think, it goes that way. Cemetery goes way, way, way on down yonder now. A whole lot bigger than it used to be. Well, that's my Aunt Bobby and Uncle Kenny. And there's some more Sawyers right there. Yeah, that's us. That's the one a while ago. I'm pretty sure I was related to her.
If you need anything, sir, I'm up here in the front office.
I appreciate you.
Just fine.
Yeah, you have a good day, bud. I'll make it up the first one. I think I'll walk out the road. Walk out.
I don't blame you.
Thank you,
Have a
buddy.
great day.
You too. Thanks. That's my Aunt Linda and Uncle Junior. There's my mama and my papa. They're all buried right here together. There's one little spot. Now, Papa's son, to the best of my ability, is that way down there, and all the way back down toward. He's close to that. What do you call it? Where he buried outside in the block building. He's right out in front of it, if I ain't mistaken. And, James and Evelyn's over there on the way down through there, I think. Now they got I done forgot how many thousands. He told me it was unreal. Like 25,000 people buried out here. That is unreal. The guy works for the cemetery here. Come out here. And we out here stumbling around. I told him I had to just go ahead and get me a place and just let me lay down right here. Now, I remember they bought their burial plots back in the 60s. And in 1960, and I remember them coming up here and looking at the plots where they were going to be buried. And my mom was like, Sherman, that don't look big enough. And because they had it marked for them at the time. And Mama laid down right here on this ground and asked, where's my feet at? This was her. And Papa was like, Lord have mercy. Othie done laid down on the grave. But look at that. Look at this view. I'm talking about. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, Mama had to try her grave out, make sure she fit there. Mama, you did. Bless your heart. But I remember you like you were yesterday. And this is right here, they're right here at the top of the bottom of this little hill right here, where they're buried. And this is the view back behind them here. And it's changed so much. It's still beautiful. Very much so. Imagine being in a cemetery with 25,000 people at nighttime. And I've had to stop. Well, if they had to build something on that farmland, at least they made it look nice. That's a nice, beautiful home. Well, I've walked. I can't walk no more, and I had to sit down back there and take a break. Yeah, walk back up here and get my truck. I don't think I can visit anymore. Time to go.